Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the special meeting of the Lebanon City Council. It's March 5th at 7:15. Our first order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, it's been a bit of a trying week here in Boone County and in Lebanon as well. Unfortunately, we lost a member of our council this week, and so while we go through the roll call of members, we will do a moment of silence when his name is called by the clerk treasurer. So, Madam Clerk, will you proceed with the roll?
Councilman Kincaid.
Present.
Councilman Campbell.
Here.
Councilman Coots.
Here.
Councilman Robertson.
Here.
Councilman Copeland.
Here.
Councilman Fleming.
Present.
We'll now have a moment of silence to remember Councilman Jeremy Lamar.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. All right, with that, since this is a special meeting, there isn't any old business. We just have 3 items on the agenda tonight. First item up here is Resolution 2018-08, which concerns the consideration of by the Common Council confirming the designation of an economic revitalization area. And this will be held up for a public hearing as well, too. So we'll have Molly Whitehead from the Boone County Economic Development Corporation step forward.
All right. Good evening, Mayor, Council. Molly Whitehead, Boone EDC. First, on behalf of the Boone EDC, we of course want to express our condolences to not only the Pickett family and Foster family, but to Councilman Lamar's family. He was certainly a friend of the Boone EDC, and we'll miss him. So while I realize timing really isn't ideal here, I do appreciate you taking the time to continue to move this project forward. It is an exciting project for Lebanon, for Boone County, and we're glad to be able to share a little bit of good news tonight with the community. The first request is the confirmatory resolution for the economic revitalization area. This is for roughly a 30-acre parcel in the Lebanon Business Park. The northern end of the business park, in between what's now XPO, used to be the former Pearson Education Facility, and the one of Hachette's buildings out there. So this is the greenfield property. No building currently exists, and you do, as part of the process, in order to consider an abatement, you do have to have an economic revitalization in place first. At your hearing 3 weeks ago, you confirmed the declaratory resolution, and this is the second part in that process. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Any questions from Molly concerning Resolution 2018-08?
No, sir.
Okay. At this time, I will have Rob read this on first reading. I'll have read it, and then we'll hold the public hearing. Yep.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, and Molly again. This is Resolution 2018-08. It is confirming the February 12th, 2018 Resolution 2018-5, determining that the qualifications for an economic revitalization area have been met. As set forth in this resolution, in Exhibit A is the legal description, and Exhibit B is the map that sets forth the location of this particular property. This resolution, again, states that the area as defined in the resolution is located within the corporate boundaries of the city. It's undesirable for or impossible abnormal development and occupancy because of the lack of development and the deterioration of improvements or character of occupancy, age, substandard buildings, or other factors which have impaired the values or prevent a normal development of property or use of that property. This resolution would be approving the holding of the public hearing on March 5th, 2018, instead of February 26, 2018, as was set forth in the declaratory resolution adopted on February 12th, 2018. And it would declare that the declaratory resolution is confirmed in all other aspects. This resolution would be in full force and effect immediately upon its adoption.
Thank you, Rob. At this time, I will open up the floor for public hearing on Resolution 2018-08. If you have any public comments you'd like to share, please step forward. No sudden movements. Okay. You're good, Mrs. Coots. All right. With that, we'll close the public hearing on Resolution 2018-08. Any further discussion from council, questions, concerns for Molly or for Rob?
No, ma'am.
Okay. With that, I would entertain a motion concerning Resolution 2018-08.
Make a motion that we accept Resolution 2018-08.
We have a motion to accept. Is there a
Second.
second? Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Resolution 2018-08 was passed unanimously. Thank you, council. All right. Next item up here is concerning the ERA we just created. This was going under the codename Project Swashbuckle. We'll turn it back over to Molly Whitehead.
All right, well, I'll introduce the two resolutions kind of at one time, give you a very brief introduction, but then we do have company representatives who came down all the way from Northwest Indiana to be with you tonight, so I thought it would be a good opportunity for them to introduce themselves to you all and to the community of Lebanon, educate us a little bit on what all they do and what would be done in this facility in Lebanon, and then I will hop back up here to run through the actual numbers of the project, the recommended abatement for your consideration for real and personal, and then what the benefits are to the community. So the company, again, as the mayor mentioned, it's been going by the codename Project Swashbuckle. It's Monasol. Monasol is located up in Northwest Indiana. It is a Japanese-owned parent company. They have numerous facilities up in Northwest Indiana, and they're considering building a 150,000 square foot facility on this property that you just designated as an ERA. As I mentioned, we have company reps here, so at this point I'd like to turn it over to John Gornto. John is with the company, and he can give you a quick overview of their products and what they would be doing at this facility.
Welcome, John.
Thank you, Mayor Gentry. My name is John Gornto. I'm Senior Vice President of Human Resources, and I brought with me here Matt Harris, our Director of Finance and Accounting, Takeshi Ishizaka, our Director of Administration, and our external consultant from Cushman & Wakefield, Jason Lake. So first I would like to say, on behalf of our CEO, Scott Benning, and all of the employees at Monasol, our sincerest condolences. We know that you've gone through very difficult times here, and we understand that this is a special session, so we particularly appreciate that in light of the times. So with that, we came here to share just a brief information. I am sensitive to the fact, since this is a special session, that I'll be extremely brief, so I don't want to keep you away from your families a minute longer than necessary. We are a very proud, long-term company in Indiana. We're very proud of our heritage and our history in Indiana. We were founded in 1953 in Portage, Indiana. And we are best known for our water-soluble film technology that has completely revolutionized the detergent and cleaning industry all around the world. Brought a few of our products around here. So you probably are more aware of our products that are used in laundry or automatic dishwashing, but we have a lot of other smaller niche markets as well, as shaving cream as an example, is one of our more recent examples. So our product, our water-soluble film, helps our customers create unit dose individual packages for consumers. It's better for consumer safety, it's better for ease of handling, and it certainly creates less waste. Demand for our product has skyrocketed and has fueled this tremendous growth. Our proposal to expand our manufacturing facility to here in Lebanon, it will be our 4th manufacturing facility in the state of Indiana and our 5th facility overall. We propose to invest $72 million to build a 150,000 square foot facility in Lebanon that will add 89 more jobs in your community. This is on top of our already 500 jobs in the state of Indiana and 600 jobs worldwide. The main thing that we wanted to share with you about our company is that our employees view us as a great place to work, and we pride ourselves on being a good corporate citizen in all of the communities where we operate. For the past 2 years, we've been recognized as one of the best and brightest companies to work for, not just in Indiana, but in the nation. And from the anonymous employee surveys that are done as part of that process, we have learned that 98% of our employees view us favorably when it comes to our contributions to the community and our ability to give them opportunities to give back to the communities where they work, including up to 8 hours of paid time off to volunteer wherever they would like. We've also learned from that anonymous survey that 95% of our employees view our benefits and our total compensation as favorable. So we want to expand to Lebanon. We want to keep our Indiana heritage. We believe, we know that we can find the workforce here in your community that will not only help us continue our growth, but will also help us build that long-term relationship here in your community. So with that, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for your consideration and support.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Any questions for John or Matt or Takeshi?
Yeah, how do you pronounce the name of the company?
So our parent company is Karare out of Japan. We are a wholly owned subsidiary, Monosol.
Monosol.
Monosol, right.
How do you spell that? Monosol.
M-O-N-O, capital S-O-L.
Okay, thank
So
you.
it's a good question because sometimes people will say monosol, like Spanish for sun, but it's sol, like soluble, water soluble.
Thank you.
Any further questions from?
Just give me an example of something else you guys do to help volunteer in the community. I know you give the 8 hours of paid time, but just anything that you're really proud of you've actually done in the past?
Yeah, absolutely. I could go on for a very long time, but I'll be very brief. So one of the things that we like to do in all of our locations all around the world, we call it Project Backpack for the local school children. So we will purchase backpacks and then fill them with all the school supplies that they need and give them out into the local communities. We also like to participate with the local food shelters and do fundraisers and raise as much food as we possibly can for all of those in our general areas. That is something that we do at all of our locations worldwide. And then in individual communities, individual projects that we would have for events that are more interested for the employees in that particular local area. But the one I do know that I can announce that we did raise $16,000 last year, and over 400 of hours were volunteered by our employees last year, which was a considerable improvement from the year before. So we are just constantly trying to do that, and as I indicated, our employees really appreciate that.
Good. Thank you.
I had the opportunity to tour your guys' facilities, and I was just impressed by the, first of all, it's an extremely impressive manufacturing process you guys go through to make your unique product. But then also just the workspace you guys had, it was just really impressive, and you get to tell why you guys are rated as one of the best places to work in the nation. So that's really exciting, and I'm excited. I think Lebanon is going to be a great home for you guys as well, too. So any further questions for the team from Monosol?
Just a comment on the backpacks. I'm vice president of the Lebanon Kiwanis Club, and we sponsor the Backpack Attack every August.
Terrific.
Along with United Way. So we'll look forward to working with you on that.
We'll be there with you.
Great. Okay. Anything else?
Just quickly, John, Matt, Takeshi, and Jason, thank you guys very much for coming down. I know it was not a short trip for you guys, and I also think this is an important announcement for us. Obviously we have a lot going on in the community, and to sprinkle in that little bit of good news is great for us. So each one of those building blocks that we can put in over these next few days, few months, is going to be very important for the city of Lebanon. So thank you guys very much for being here.
Corey, you only thank 3 of them. There are 4 of them.
No, I said all 4. I said all 4. I got my notes right here, I promise.
Oh, I didn't hear you
I
say
heard
Radachis.
Well, and Matt was the other one, too. So. Anything else, Dick or Keith?
Nope, good.
Okay. Thank you guys very much. And again, appreciate you guys coming down. We know it's a little bit longer drive, but appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I missed that one.
Molly, you want to come back up and kind of run through all the details of these next 2 resolutions?
Yep. Okay, so just some of the nuts and bolts of this deal. As they mentioned, this potential project is, the company anticipates hiring up to 89 new employees by the end of 2022. The average wage, these are very high-paying jobs, over $25 an hour, and this is again, when I tell you that number, it's always the base wage. Any benefits that the company provides are always above and beyond that number. And as they mentioned, they do provide a very nice benefits package to their employees. It's a 150,000 square foot facility. They would They would own that facility. You're looking at about $22 million in land and real property, the actual facility itself, and $50 million capital expense on personal property, which for the purposes of the numbers I have tonight, the company provided us just with the assessed AUV number at $44.9 million. So just to provide a slightly better estimate for us, that's what I have used. You should know this has been a very competitive deal for Lebanon. I've been working on this deal since late fall, early fall. So this has been a longer process, and certainly we appreciate the company's patience with all of the local hoops we have to jump through as well. But multiple sites in Indiana have been considered for this project, as in Ohio and Tennessee. So I consider us to be very fortunate to have landed this deal, and it's why we have recommended a slightly more aggressive incentive package for your consideration tonight. You'll see on the real property abatement resolution, we're recommending you consider a 5-year real property abatement. It's a flat 75% for those 5 years. So the 75% would be abated, the company would pay 25%, and then year 6, it would bump back to the company paying 100% of the property taxes. That would provide an estimated savings to the company around $1.8 million. And it's based on current numbers and the best data we have available today. Personal property tax abatement, estimated savings around $1.9 million. For this, we're recommending an 8-year abatement schedule. Years 1 and 2 at 75%, 3 and 4 at 75%, 5 and 6 at 50%, and years 7 and 8 at 25% for that. The anticipated benefits to this project, or for this project being in Lebanon and Boone County, looking at a real property tax levy around $3 million over that 10-year period, $1 to $1.5 million in personal property tax levy, and lit, I estimated around $279,000, and that's assuming 25% of the employees are Boone County residents. This is simply based on just the wages that they pay, and the fact that we do believe they can pull from a much more local source than other companies may. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions, but again, we're very excited. I think the mayor mentioned the tour that we had up at their facility up north in December. We immediately liked the company, what they stand for, what they do, their representatives, and really is a company we would love to have here.
It's also one of our targeted sectors from a plastics manufacturing company, so it's a type of plastic, right? It's a specialty plastic, but it definitely is a plastics manufacturing, so it is one of our targeted sectors we're going after from an economic development perspective as well too. So, any questions for Molly?
Sure.
Okay, glad you guys all think this is a no-brainer too. So, any further questions, comments? Okay, we'll do these.
Timetable? Are they looking at, if approved, is there a timetable of what they're looking at, breaking ground and
That's a great question.
day?
I don't know if Molly or if that's for John, maybe?
Can you all address maybe
Or Matt?
update a timetable on that?
Yep.
Yep, I'll keep it short. Shovels in the ground about mid-2018, right? So pretty quickly, and we think full production by the end of 2020.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Okay, any other public comment? Good idea, Jackson? Yeah? Thumbs up? Okay. All right, with that, concerning, unless there are any further questions, I would take a motion on concerning Resolution 2018. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let's have Rob read the resolution first before we vote on it. Good call.
Mayor, Council, Molly, thank you. Again, this is Resolution 2018-09 concerning real property tax abatement deductions for Monasol. Exhibit A is the legal description set forth here, as well as Exhibit B is the map. Monasol has filed with the council a statement of benefits and real estate improvements, which, as you know, is the SB1 real property. And that Form SB1 is attached to this resolution as Exhibit C. Molly gave you the backdrop again of the facility. This resolution would be, again, we would need to make certain findings that this Form SB1, the estimate of $20 million as the cost of the improvements to be constructed are reasonable for projects of this nature. The estimate of hiring 89 new individuals who will be employed can be reasonably expected to result from this project. The estimate of $4,967,920 for the annual salaries of those individuals can reasonably be expected to result from this project, and the other benefits about which information has been presented to the council can reasonably be expected to result from this proposed projects, and that the totality of these benefits are sufficient to justify the granting of the real property tax abatement to the applicant. Also, that this Form SB1 submitted by the applicant is hereby approved. And again, as Molly indicated, that the real property tax deductions for the project shall be 5 years at 75% during years 1 through 5. The council, upon approval, shall cause a certified copy of this resolution to be filed with the Boone County Auditor.
Thank you, Rob. Okay, any questions what we've heard?
No, sir.
Okay, would entertain a motion concerning Resolution 2018-09.
I move to approve Resolution 2018-09.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, Resolution 2018-09 is approved unanimously. Thank you. All right, and Rob, will you read Resolution 2018-10?
Yes, thank you, Mayor, Council. 2018-010 is the personal property portion of tax abatement for Monticello. And again, in this particular resolution, the Form SB1 is attached as Exhibit A, and the legal description and maps are Exhibit B and C. This resolution will be located within the area that is an economic revitalization area. This would establish that the Form SB1 submitted by the applicant is approved, and this council would make findings of the SB1 that the estimate of $50 million as the cost of new manufacturing equipment to be installed is reasonable for projects of this nature. The estimate of hiring 89 new individuals who would be employed can be reasonably expected to result from this project. And again, the estimate of $4,967,920 for annual salaries of those individuals can be reasonably expected to result from this project. And again, the findings that the other benefits which has been presented to this council are benefits that can be reasonably expected to result from this project. And again, the totality of those benefits is sufficient to justify the granting of personal property tax abatement. The personal property tax deductions for the project and the abatement, as Molly indicated, shall be for a period of 8 years. Years 1 and 2 at 100%, 3 and 4 at 75%, year 5 and 6 at 50%, year 7 and 8 at 25%. And again, this council, upon approval, shall cause to be filed a certified copy of this resolution with the Boone County Auditor. And with both of these, they will be in full force and effect immediately upon adoption.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Any further questions? Okay, we'll entertain a motion concerning Resolution 2018-10.
I'll make a motion that we approve Resolution 2018-10.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, Resolution 2018-10 is approved unanimously as well.
Thank you.
Again,
Welcome
very
to Lebanon,
excited
guys.
for Monticello to be part of the Lebanon community. We're very excited for you guys to set up shop. And you guys are another great company. Works that I think you're going to do great things here, and hopefully it's a long and beneficial partnership for both of us. I think we're really on a roll here, and we're excited for everything that's happening here in Boone County, and we're really turning the next chapter on making sure we're attracting great paying jobs and great companies. So you guys are part of that picture as well too. So thank you again. All right.
Thank you.
Molly, thank you and your organization for all you've done as well. We can't move forward without you and your organization. That helps us a great deal. So from the council's aspect, we thank you very much.
Yep. Okay, with that, we don't have any claims tonight. This is a special meeting. Is there any further discussions, comments from council? No, sir. Okay, I would entertain a motion to adjourn then.
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn in a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, we are adjourned.